another week of what sold, except for a small problem. I got suspended once again, and I was 7-day suspension. Ends tomorrow, but as you can see, some of my listings are starting to come back up. I got 36 out of 1,200. They're starting to come back up. As I noticed I got a sale, and that's when I checked my store, and I see some of them listings are starting to come back and pop back up. So, like I said, I got suspended for a week. We'll get right into it here. So, here's the first notice. The first listing that took down was an NYPD patch that I literally had just sold the day before. So, as you can see, they put a temporary 7-day selling restriction. And then next time, I'll get a 10-day suspension. Will be my next strike. And as per usual, they can't take down just one. They always got to take down multiple. So then here's another 2 that they took down. 2 Suffolk County Sheriff's ones as well they took down while they were at it. So, as you can see, nonsensical police-related items policy, like current issue patches is their problem. And I did actually chat with an eBay customer service rep, and that is what they said as well, is that he specifically looked at one of the Suffolk County ones, and pretty much what I learned through the conversation is if it's at least 50% resemblance to the current patch, it is at risk of being taken down. And these 2 Suffolk County ones I had up for days on end. They weren't anything recent. The NYPD one, however, was a brand new listing. And like I said, I literally sold one the day before, and that's why I relisted a different one. And boom, that's what started my little 7-day eBay jail. So, like I said, next time will be 10 days. And after that, I don't know, maybe 30. And then after that, ban. Or I might get hit with the ban hammer after this 10-day. Or they might not do it, or after the 10-day, any strikes after that might be a ban, because it's constantly in the same thing. I keep getting in trouble for. So, and pretty much what I also got kind of out of talking to that customer service rep is pretty much anything that any police patch I list, I'm at risk of getting flagged. They say anything that 50% resembles. I get hundreds of patches. I'm not going through every single one, looking up on the website, or looking at that police department or whatever, trying to figure out, is this a current patch? I'm not doing that. There's no money. There's not enough money in it to be sitting there for all the extra hours on end, and even then, it's still not a guarantee that I won't get flagged anyways. So, to kind of combat this, I opened a second account that I'm going to put the police stuff on. At least go heavy, more heavy on that, to take some heat off of my my main account. So I started up, and this one's just WNY police patch. It's literally just, or Western WNY patches is my other store, is the actual store name. So I just put in PD patches because that's pretty much what this will be. So we started off with a little bit of state trooper, some state police stuff that I had drafts from the other or from one of the lots that I just got. So started out slowly here, listing some state stuff, which is not super popular. Although one of them's got 5 views, so they're definitely gonna get some views. The store is not that great. I've noticed, like when I was listed like the New York one and New Jersey, these were the first 2 I listed. When you go into the category, like the listing doesn't even show up. I kind of got not gonna get a lot of traction to it right at the moment. So, but other than that, and like I said, drafts. As you can see, I went through this whole the one whole lot while I was suspended, and it was all police stuff, as you can see. So I went through and listed them, or got all the drafts of them ready which I don't really want to list on this account. I don't want to risk my account getting hit. I don't want to risk getting another suspension, so I'll be slowly ciphering these off to the other account and just having to redo all the drafts. So that's going to be quite an extra pain. Luckily, I do have some fire stuff that came in, so I can list fire patches and not have not run into this problem. So we'll get right into the sales. This one sold while I was doing the last video for last week. This Nelson, Ohio Fire Department, $6.99 on that one. I said I did get in a couple sales before I got banned. Yeah, I got banned on Tuesday, so a couple things in Monday, and I have gotten a couple other sales actually during my suspension as well. I keep saying ban and suspension. I keep using the words interchangeably, even though that's not right. Hallmark keepsake ornament from 2003, $5.99 on that plus $5 shipping. Shipping, I'm pretty sure if I remember, it didn't come out to be that bad. This is something my brother got. I don't know exactly where he found it. I don't know. It was in a box of some like miscellaneous junk that he came home from work with, so I don't know if he got it from a coworker or what. The box on it was moldy, but the actual item itself and the little pamphlet, whatever you want to call it, was fine, so I just listed that. Without the box, it didn't really hurt the value at all. It didn't really matter. So that was a free couple bucks right there. August 17th, took a couple months to sell. Next, University of Pennsylvania police bike unit. This sold as part of that Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday sale I was running, 15% off. So $3.39 on that. Next is this Fairfax County, Virginia police. That also sold for $4.24 as part of that 15% off sale. Next we have this Ayer, Massachusetts Fire Department, kind of just a generic one, $4.99 on that. I got two of them, sold the one. Next, St. Matthews Fire District in Kentucky, $6.99 on that one. Next was one of the auctions that I was running, this City of Boston Code Enforcement Police Property Management Department. Ooh, I didn't notice that it had the two bids, so someone really wanted it, so they put in their two bids. You know, like the basic just $6.99 bid, and it ends at like $7, and then they put in another bid at some higher dollar amount to make sure that they got it. I've done that before. I'll have to look and see if I can see what it was. So as you can see, not a lot of interest. Only the one bidder on it at $6.99. I thought this might have had a bit of interest on it. It's definitely a cool patch. Next we have the City of Milton, Georgia Fire Rescue, $6.99 on that one. Another auction that I was doing, this Trumbull Memorial Hospital in Ohio, $6.99 on that as well. Again, not a whole lot of interest on that one. Then here's another one that I put to auction that I didn't mean to put to auction. I would have just put this as a buy it now for $6.99. This Grafton, Massachusetts Fire. I didn't notice that this was something that had an auction on it. In the drafts here, you can see on the second page some of the ones out of this 95 lot. A few of them I do want to put to auction. And then a couple of these I changed my mind, and I just want to put them as a buy it now. When I was doing my research, or typing into eBay to see if there's any other listings that came up, there was one seller I noticed that consistently had some of these listed, and they had them listed for like high dollar amounts, rare, and all this crap. And then I noticed it was kind of a common theme with that seller, so some sellers do that, so I just disregarded. So I'll disregard that and kind of change some of them off of auction. Next is Southwestern Pennsylvania Transit Police, $5.99 on that one. Next, here's one of the one. Yeah, this was one of the ones that sold on my suspension. So did this Alpine. This sold 10% off. 10% off of the $6.99 to a very repeat buyer of mine. So that's probably how he still was able to discover it, kind of thing. This made no sense though. This chilly New York Fire Department 4th Battalion over in Monroe County, $6.99 in that. This eBay buyer has 0 feedback on, so I don't know how they noticed it. Unless this was some of the listings that started coming back this morning. I didn't check my actual store to see if anything was coming back this morning. That might have been the case with this. And then this is what just sold right before I did this video. Pittsburgh Police, $4.99, nothing special on that. So, let's see, anything else come back? Ooh, we got one more thing that came back, 37 we're up to now. So, all 1,200 listings will slowly start to come back, and hopefully that, with that, and then being able to list again, I'll get some drafts put up, get some drafts done, so I can start listing tomorrow and get right back into it. Alright, so I've picked up a lot of inventory over this suspension week. We'll start off with this one, as it's first here. This little police lot, all of them are damaged or blemished. It's from another patch seller. Definitely caught my eye was this Buffalo Traffic Police and this Niagara Falls Police, even though I have both of them, so that means nothing to me. So I got it pretty cheap, 27 plus 5 shipping. Under 37, so are pretty cheap. Just a little bit of filler inventory. This just came in today, this little patch collection lot of 100 plus miscellaneous. A lot of these are international stuff I've noticed so far from a little look through on them. This is not looking like a great lot at all. A lot of this is, like I said, foreign into other patches, which I'll lot up and sell those off all on their own for someone else to deal with. But also caught my attention was this throw in some other stuff that they have find and are laying around. So some of these are impossible to find supposedly. So, but I do see this U.S. Forest Service. That's a good 10-15 bucks. That I know is a good one. Next is this little lot of mostly Maryland police ones, couple of other railroads and state police in here. This one I contemplated. I almost just passed on it, but I still picked it up anyways. Here's my good lot of fire and EMS. There's some nice stuff in here. This Mercy Flight right in the middle right there, that Mercy Flight. Was a good one that I'll keep for myself. I don't have that one, which is kind of what got my attention to this lot in the first place. Oh, and I think this University Communications for George Washington University, I think that'll be a good one. As long as I don't get flagged on that listing. That I think will be a good one. So luckily I have this lot of fire and EMS to list, so I don't have to worry about police getting flagged on police. And I've bought from this guy a couple different times. 1 or 2 other lots I've bought from him. This 95 lot that I was talking about with these drafts, that came from this guy as well. And I've done pretty good on those. Did pay up a bit. I didn't pay this full $2.99. I got it on offer. I don't remember what it was. But I didn't really want to pay full price, that was for sure. So that will do it for this week. We'll get unsuspended tomorrow, see what happens, and kind of keep listening on the new account, trying to get some traction to that account to make up for this week. That was a bit of a downer. So we'll get unsuspended and we'll see what we can get together for next week.